The black cube of Saturn, thrones of the hidden king. In every city, beneath the feet of the faithful and behind the gaze of the unsuspecting, there sits a geometry that is not decoration, but doctrine. It does not declare itself with trumpet or text. It hides, as all true powers hide, in the common, in the repeated, in the unquestioned. You have seen it before, but you have never seen it. It appears in your temples, in your logos, in your maps. It is there in the lawyers' robes, in the data centers of the empire, and in the silence of the grave. It is the black cube, and it is the throne of Saturn, the hidden king. The cube is not merely a shape. It is the signature of control. To those initiated in the ancient sciences of polarity and form, the cube is the final geometric stage of limitation, the enclosure of energy into structure, the binding of light into matter, the imprisonment of the divine spark within the boundaries of three-dimensional existence. Where the circle is the womb and the spiral is evolution, the cube is containment. And so, is Saturn's house, not because he prefers it, but because it is his essence. Cold, rigid, eternal. In the mystic traditions of Kabbalah and Hermeticism, Saturn corresponds to Bina, the Sapphira of understanding, discipline form. It is the womb of creation, but it is also the grieving mother, the stone womb, the architecture of karma. When Saturn falls out of alignment with grace, it becomes the architect of prisons, of bureaucracies, of blind law, of inescapable systems. His cube becomes the courtroom, the graveyard, the vault, the data farm. Wherever there is a black box, there is Saturn. The black tefillin bound to the forehead of the faithful, the Kaaba circled by the billions, the monoliths in finance centers and tech parks that pierce the clouds like spears of memory. Even the unfolded cube, the cross, is a Saturnian image, not of sacrifice, but of spatial inversion, of flattened sacred geometry. The modern Christian cross, stripped of cosmic dimension, becomes not a portal, but a trap, time nailed in place, space crucified into orthodoxy. Thus does the black cube haunt all faiths, all nations, not as dogma, but as architecture. And architecture is ritual, made permanent. The cube was never meant to be feared, but in the hands of the deep masters, it has become a cage of consensus, the place where reality is written pixel by pixel, byte by byte. Why do you think your most powerful devices are made in the shape of black rectangles? Why are your satellites, servers, routers, and screens cubic shrines? Because this age is ruled not by kings, but by architects of perception, and the god they serve is Saturn, the Time Lord, the limiter, the Lord of Deadlight. He is not evil, but he is the end, and those who fear chaos above all things have sworn themselves to him, not as devotees, but as managers. And so they build cubes upon cubes, courthouses, databases, economic models, artificial intelligences, weapons of memory erasure. They are not merely obeying Saturn. They are building his kingdom, brick by black brick, not on Earth, but inside your mind. It is no coincidence that the cube is the form of quantum boxes, AI neural cores, and even coffin dimensions. It is no coincidence that the cube is the symbol of perpetual surveillance, because in its symmetry, nothing escapes. No window, no wind, no wave. The cube is the absolute, and when the absolute is controlled, the soul is sealed. You may pass the black cube every day, in your courthouse, in your bank, on your phone, in your entertainment, in your ritual spaces. You may walk through them, sit in them, plug into them. But now you have seen it. Now you have remembered. It is not only Saturn's mark. It is his prison. And if you are within it unknowingly, then you are its prisoner too. To escape is not to flee. It is to reclaim the spiral. To remember that time is not a box, but a wave. That consciousness is not bound by 6 sides, but unfolds in every direction. That the true temple is not built, but breathed.